about all that. We'll be locked in.
4 days away from kickoff, or just what are you most looking forward to this season?
Just going out there, playing with a new team, playing with a couple guys who just came in, just going out there, seeing what our team looking like. That's really what I'm most forward looking for. And, just finally being able to get on the grass, on Saturday, finally get to play again, really.
How do you feel the offense is kind of, I guess, meshed this whole month?
We've been meshing really well. Still got some small things to clean up and things like that. But, we still keeping the main thing, getting 1% better every single day. And, come Saturday, y'all go see it.
How are you going to one-up your season opener from last year?
I don't know, to be completely honest. Hopefully I can one-up it. But, we're really just trying to go out there, get a win for the first game, get one under our belt, and continue on throughout the season.
Juice and Jordan have kind of been, black jerseys, taking it easy in camp. How have you seen Aiden and Caden kind of step up throughout this month?
They stepped up not just throughout this month, but really throughout the entire year. They really took big leaps off the field, really just coming in and, getting as much film work as possible. It's hard for a guy who don't necessarily have a whole lot of reps like Jordan Watkins and Juice. But for them, that's kind of how they kind of leveled the playing field, I guess you could say. It was just really getting the film work. But, I'm really excited for them. I'm really excited to see what they do for first game. Don't be surprised if those names are popping up a lot, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just super excited for both those guys.
I know you've been lining up with the other Trey, in practice, I'm sure, during the scrimmages. But just from the defense itself, what have you seen another step forward from them from last year to camp?
Oh, most definitely. I'm really excited to watch them. I'm super excited to watch that D-line just wreak havoc. That's what I'm really excited to see. And, me and Trey been battling all camp through all off season. I'm excited to see him go out there, finally get to go against somebody else other than myself. And I'm finally glad I get to go against against a different opponent. So I'm just ready to see the defense fly around, move fast, be physical. That's really what gets the offense going as well. So just once we get to see it, y'all go see what we've been planning throughout the off season.
Trey, fall camp can probably be super stressful. Just in what ways do the coaches keep it loose and keep the locker room in a good environment?
I don't know if any of y'all saw, but, basketball games, things like that. Just things, constantly finding ways to be innovative, constantly finding ways to keep everybody light on their feet, finding ways to just keep the building happy, keep the energy up. And, things like basketball, things like competition of the day, things like a talent show or things like that. So, it's a whole multitude of things we've done throughout the entire offseason and fall camp. So I'm super excited. There's not a lot of places that do things like they do here at Ole Miss. So just super excited.
Who had the best talent?
The best talent? Ooh. I'm going to go with Man, freshman D lineman. He sang Lean on Me. He got the whole crowd going. So that was definitely a good one right there.
Have you had a chance to look at the Furman defense at all, and what are your impressions?
We've kind of been looking at it since last week. We did have the mock game and everything this past Saturday, but, we kind of got a little head start on looking at Furman. They're really a real well-coached team, a really disciplined team. Got a lot of smart kids on the team, but however they are inexperienced. So we're just trying to take advantage of that, the inexperiences they have. They lost a lot of guys coming back from last year. So, just find ways to, get at those players who aren't as experienced as us. So that's really the main thing right now.
A lot of guys have already said that Jackson has made another leap this offseason. What have you seen out of him that kind of just separates him from other guys in the country?
His work ethic. I know that's one thing I've probably said constantly through all the interviews I've done is his work ethic has really improved. And is honestly contagious. That's really the only word I can really say. He made me a better player. He made me a better worker, for sure. Just constantly working with him and constantly seeing the work he constantly putting in, whether that's off the field or whether it's recovery or even on the field where he's throwing, doing different motions and things like that. So definitely his work ethic and just the way he carries himself around the building and how he demands respect and how he demands leadership. Those two things are some of the biggest things he worked on throughout the entire offseason, and it's coming to fruition. It's coming to life right now as the season approaches us and things like that. So, I already know once the season gets in the mid area, that leadership's going to even show even more. It's going to show even greater. So I'm just super excited and ready to play with him.
What was the best basketball matchup in here?
I'm gonna go Jake Braley and Ken Crane, our equipment manager. That was definitely interesting. It was an interesting matchup. That's the only word I could say for it. Yeah, Ken Crane did, and we ended up getting let out a little early. So shout out Ken Crane.
That's what I was going to ask. What was the winning, or what did you win on either side of those basketball games?
A lot of times, it was either get an extra hour of sleep in coming into the next day, or maybe we might get a meeting canceled or something like that. But definitely whenever Ken Crane faced up versus Jay, we got the meeting canceled and we ended up getting an hour to sleep in too. So that was great.
Kind of to all that you talk about they did throughout camp and the meetings and kind of keep it loose. Do you sense that chemistry that y'all had all through last year or kind of started with that Tulane game? If you sense that carry over this year?
Most definitely. I feel like it's honestly it's an even more tight-knit group than last year, to be honest with you. Fall camp can be hard. It's dog days, it's real long days. And, for a team to come in and still enjoy being around each other, enjoy, being in each other's company, and enjoy having fun and laughing with each other, that's really just a huge acknowledgement to not only just the team but to the coaching staff as well, just constantly enforcing us to, really get to know each other off the field. And that's something that we all have done really, really well, and I'm super proud of this team for doing that. Thank you.